Hello. In my book, Sacred Selling, I talk about sacred myths. And one of the myths that really gets my goat and really kind of has me is the fourth one, which is myth 4, there's a right way and a wrong way. It's something I'm really passionate about because I have a very deep-rooted, or have had a very deep-rooted I'm wrong story. And at one point it came out as who I am is fundamentally wrong. How that played out in my life was every time I made a mistake, I would beat myself up. When clients, like this going back a long time, I remember receiving emails from a client and I'd kind of like take a sharp intake of breath because I thought they were going to say this wasn't good enough, I'd made a mistake, blah blah blah. They weren't. It was never about that, but it was this kind of almost like this stab in the heart, and it's quite debilitating really. Because you're kind of like on tenterhooks, as it were. And it wasn't like I was going around going all the time, but I was noticing it. And the more I went on my transformational journey, the more that it became apparent. And I've done huge amounts of work in releasing this and growing beyond it. And in my book, I talk about how delightful my life is now compared to how challenging it was many years ago when I really wanted to curl up and on the sofa and have the world stop. Not that I would have ever done anything to do that. It was more minor. So yeah, it's like there's been this huge growth and much more delight in my life now than there used to be, even though I was having fun and different things. However, just recently, this wrongness, as it were, has started to rear its ugly head again. And that's the thing with patterns. They keep coming round, and it gives us another level, another layer to heal. So sometimes we can feel frustrated when things that we thought we dealt with, like I really thought I dealt with this one, comes back round again, and we go, why isn't this gone? Why am I still grappling with this? When the truth is, if it comes back, we really, I know it's challenging, and I've been having challenges myself in the past few weeks, we really want to embrace it, welcome it in, and say, great, here's another level of healing I can go on. So you can go and buy my book, Sacred Selling. It's available from all bookshops if you want to delve into that in a little bit more detail. But I also want to talk about a situation that happened to me this morning and how I navigated out of it differently. So I do strength training twice a week, and this morning there was strength training at 8 o'clock. And I decided to I'd got up late. There's the first wrongness. I'd like woken up at 6:30 and thought, I'll just stay in bed a little bit longer. And by the time I actually got up, it was around 7:15. First opportunity to beat myself up, point a finger at myself and say, you're wrong, you. I didn't. I sat down, made my pot of tea and started journaling, but I only had a few minutes. And I set a timer for 6 minutes and started journaling. And then I had a choice. I could either not do my class, or I could do my class and miss out. I was just starting to get into my journaling, and the house was quiet, the sun was shining through. It was really gorgeous time to sit and journal. And I decided that I was going to miss the live class and do a catch up. Now, in the past, I would say I was going to do it on catch up and then not do it. And then again, that was just pointing at more wrongness and pointing at different areas where I couldn't trust myself. So in this morning, I started to see how it didn't matter which avenue I took. There was going to be there was this sense of guilt. I really should do it. I really blah, blah, blah. And at any point in our lives, there's a crossroads that we can come to, and we get to choose A or we get to choose B. And whichever way we go is there's it could be great and it could just work out to be fantastic, or it could turn out as we look back on it that actually the other opportunity or the other way might have had different results, but we'll never know. So every moment, for me in particular, there was this opportunity to make a choice and to either let go of the wrongness or dive into the wrongness. And this morning I chose to really feel into what it was that I wanted. And that was, I wanted to continue journaling. And what I did was, when my family got up, I did a catch up, not the one that they had done this morning, but a different one. So I did actually get both in, and it was like wrongness 0, Melina 1, because the more playfulness we can bring to our patterns, and not so much eradicating them, but loosening them and letting them go gently, the easier it is. The more the easier it is. It becomes more playful, and we're not so hooked into it. So I just thought I'd share that with you this morning, or this afternoon, whenever it is that you're watching this, and let you know a little bit more about that. Hope it's helpful. Would love to know what you think.